Good morning, everybody. This is First Warren Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich. Oh, just dropped the kids off at preschool. It is frigid out there. Today is really when we're starting to feel that Arctic blast. Quick look at the temperatures across the Carolinas. We'll throw up the contours here to make it a little bit easier to see. Let's see, what time are we at? We're at about 9:05 when I'm recording this, so we'll throw up some of the temperatures here. And you can see, without even throwing up the contours, how cold it actually is in many locations across the southeast. We're basically in the mid-30s everywhere except for near the coast where we're in the 40s. Looking back to the northwest, that's a lot of teens and 20s even for 9 a.m. East Coast time. What a frigid afternoon. As you get up into the plains, I'll turn off the radar so it's a little easier to see. Look at all that below zero temperatures. Anything in green is a below zero reading. You can see all the way down into Colorado, all the way down to Omaha, Nebraska. What a cold morning it has been across the southeast. We'll take off the current temperatures and we'll go out into the future a little bit to see if we're going to warm up much at all today. We'll go out to this afternoon and not a lot of warmth. Temperature maybe in Charlotte around 44 degrees or so. Really frigid afternoon on tap. The one good thing is, as you saw briefly, if I take off the model data, is we are starting to see the sun break out to the west. But that sun is a little deceiving because even with the sun trying to break out, temperatures are going to have a real tough time moving much today. There is a little bit of a wind chill today, and really when it's this cold, it doesn't take a whole lot of wind to give you a pretty significant wind chill. We'll take a look at those wind chill temperatures real quickly. Feels like 28 degrees in Charlotte, 29 in Lincolnton, 7 up at Boone. Beach Mountain right now, air temperature is about 8 degrees, so really frigid afternoon on tap. And tonight, maybe near record low temperatures down into the low 20s. The record is 20. I think we're going to be okay there. I'm going with 24 right now, just because we'll probably have enough wind to keep things mixed up. But prepare now, cold day on tap. Cold start to the weekend. We're keeping an eye on a Sunday storm system that could briefly warm things up, but then really lower the boom. There's even colder air lurking up in Canada, which I'm going to show you real quickly here. We'll put on the model data again, and we'll look up into Canada. And here's the thing I'm watching up in Canada. Big pocket of really cold air just to the west of Hudson Bay. And I'm going to throw up the 500 millibar chart here. And you can see the flow is going to be coming what we call cross-polar flow, coming right out of the Arctic. So we'll go out into the future a little bit. And again, this is the GFS model. This is the global model. And I want you to watch how this thing kind of develops here. Cold pocket of air up here in the polar regions starts moving down. Notice these isobars, or these heights, I should say, almost due south. And they're going to start diving down by Monday into Tuesday. And by Tuesday, we're going to see really cold air streaming down. Notice how it starts to build down. Look at this flow. I mean, right out of the North Pole down to North Dakota. And then as we go into the early part of next week, we'll go out to the 16th. You can see that cold air diving down into the U.S. here. So really cold air on Sunday. We'll go into Monday. And by Monday morning, that cold air is diving once again. Look how deep this trough is. Again, I'll widen this out. Look at this flow. You can actually trace the 500 millibar flow all the way back to Siberia. Now, cross-polar flow, this is a prime example of it. You can see right here. Look at the flow. Look where the origin of this air is. Straight out of the other side of the world. So it's not often you see that cross-polar flow. Look at that right there. We'll go out a little bit farther, and you can see the cold air really settles into the southeast, and this is probably going to be the coldest day, Tuesday into Wednesday next week. So that's a quick look ahead. If you don't want to look ahead that far, enjoy these cold temperatures, but just be reminded it's actually going to get a whole lot colder by this time next week.